Hello, everybody. Greetings of the day. My name is Koen, and I'm the CEO and founder of the company Mindscopic. And today I would love to talk a bit more about nootropics. Nootropics are basically ingredients, natural products, plant extracts, pharmaceutical products. It's actually a general, broad name of substances that improve our brain, our cognition, our memory, our mood, even our sleep. It's quite a broad concept, and today I would love to give a bit more education and background about this specific type of ingredients. First of all, it's quite important to notice that the focus of this concept for me as a person and for us as a company goes to healthy individuals. So we are not here to discuss people who have certain diseases like Alzheimer's, for example, and to cure them with certain plant extracts. No, we are here for healthy individuals who love to optimize their cognition and their brain, their health, their performance, to live actually in a very positive way and to be the best version of yourself, but also in a preventive way to remain your health as long as possible and to stay as vital as possible during your lifespan. This by providing your body with all the nutrients that are needed to support your brain to function optimally. The word itself, nootropic, is brought on the market in 1972, and it basically contains two words which are derived from ancient Greek, basically nu and tropic, and that stands for bend your mind if you literally translate nootropic. And with bend your mind, we actually these days want to say that you can improve and alter your mind to function optimally. Next, I would like to discuss a topic about the people who are actually using nootropics. We noticed that in the early days, it was quite a buzzword. Even now, today, not everybody knows this word. Brain enhancer, people know nootropic. It's more niche market. And we see that initially top performers, high achievers academically, but also in the work life, use nootropics, but as well as top performers, top athletes in the sports industry. That's what we saw initially a couple of years ago. But these days, the term nootropic is way more broad and generally known. And we see that everyday heroes, but also moms and dads with a busy lifestyle, also adore nootropics. And it's more and more a household concept. Sometimes it's more framed as a brain enhancement or brain supplement. But in general, nootropics do know these days a broader audience. Now we see a broader audience using nootropics in general. You might wonder what are the reasons why people take nootropics. The biggest, foremost reason is actually focus, mental performance, cognitive ability. So that's the number one. And we see that people there like nootropics with or without caffeine, based on mushrooms or adaptogens. It's quite varied and depends on your personal biosystem as well, what works well for you. But we will dig deeper into the ingredients later. Focus is a big category for nootropics, but people also take ingredients and substances to improve their brain for their mood. Think about anxiety or social ability to interact. Then sleep is also a very big category for nootropics. There are different ingredients which support our brain to optimize our sleep. This can be the time that you need to fall in sleep, but this can also be an ingredient to improve the quality of your sleep, to make sure that during a stressful period you don't wake up in the middle of the night, for example, or just the quality of your sleep is better. And we do have quite some customers that we know that use, for example, an Oura ring or other smart devices, and they do see with the right intake of the right supplements that, for example, their deep sleep is massively improved. So this is definitely also a big aspect of the nootropic market. And last but not least, I just mentioned that initially back in the days when nootropics were still quite new, we saw more professional athletes taking nootropics for optimal mental performance as well. But we do see this again, actually, even in the bodybuilding industry, that more and more people take actually cognitive enhancers with, for example, a pre-workout or another supplement stack that I take before going to the gym. That not only their body is in the right set, but also their mind is optimally supported for an intensive physical exercise. I just mentioned the word stack, S-T-A-C-K. A stack means basically the combination of different ingredients which you combine together in a powder, in a capsule, in a tablet, and you basically stack your ingredients, take them all together. This is something of which I'm quite a fan because different ingredients can have a symbiotic, synergetic working mechanism with each other. One of the most common and most famous combinations is actually caffeine with theanine. Everybody knows caffeine from, for example, coffee. Theanine from, for example, tea. When you combine the both of them in the right combination, you basically see a peak in your energy and focus, but quite on a sustained level. So your attention span goes up, it remains, and it goes down quite slowly. Whereas we only take, for example, caffeine, you will have a peak, and later on, most probably a crash or definitely a decrease in attention, that our attention is less than before the intake of caffeine. What most people do then is to double their caffeine intake. For example, they start off with one coffee, a little bit later they drink two. So it's better to stack different ingredients in that circumstance to sustain a long-term focus without a crash. Another nice benefit of this combination is as well that the jittery aspect of caffeine is eliminated by combining those two ingredients. But this is just an example, caffeine, theanine, that everybody knows, so it's nice to talk about and easy to explain, but there are way more ingredients, plant extracts, etc. Around and available, which also have nice combinations and effects to improve memory, focus, mood, concentration, clarity, etc. And it's definitely interesting to dig into the combinations and the benefits that they give you as a person, as well as the scientific evidence of research of different combinations, and to use those combinations actually, because that way you can actually support your brain in a much more effective way than just taking, for example, caffeine from coffee. Last but not least, I would like to say something about the usage of nootropics. When it goes to substances in general, a lot of people think that more is better, but it's definitely not the case. Less is oftentimes more. And talking about nootropics, it's also quite important to know that if you just amplify or increase your dosage, it's not better, not at all. That's one aspect. It's very important to follow scientific research that is done for a certain serving and serving size to see what works good. Uh, Another point is that everybody's biosystem is individual and different. So don't focus too much on the usage of a colleague or a friend of yours. The best way possible to say this by example is a very simple example, and it goes again to coffee. If you look at somebody who drinks coffee which contains caffeine, which is a nootropic, some people drink it before they go to sleep as a digestive aid, for example, and it works perfectly, and they sleep perfectly, and it doesn't has any negative impact on their quality of their sleep. When you look at other people, when they drink a coffee, they notice that their quality of sleep is decreased quite a bit. Not to say that they just even can't get sleep. And that's a typical example how everybody's biosystem is individual and different. So you have to figure out for yourself what feels right and what works right, in combination with the notice that if something works for you, it won't work better by just increasing the amount of the ingredient that you take. Besides, there is also a strict guideline by EFSA, European Food and Safety Authorization, which legitimate food supplement companies follow, and in which in line you have to stay in order to make sure and to guarantee that the products that you take are safe. If by this time you have more interest to know more about nootropics, or I sparkled an interest to discover more about nootropics, please go to our website, mindscopic.com, and under the topic Academy, there you can find ebook nootropics. You can download it for free, and you will find more than 100 different nootropics, individual ingredients, which have nootropic benefits, how they work, what their working mechanism is, and you can discover that for yourself. And as this is a video call, so to speak, and mostly when I do a talk about nootropics, people ask me, what's your favorite stack, your favorite combination of products? I basically take the Clear Focus and the Mood Master, both 2 capsules each in the morning, and that works totally fine for me. It's basically a stack which combines different ingredients for mental performance and different ingredients to support our general mood. What are the different ingredients that are now in the product Clear Focus? One of the most important ingredients is Bacopa monnieri. It's known for thousands of years in Ayurvedic science. And it's quite effective, and there's quite some studies around Bacopa monnieri as well, as it improves memory. Another key ingredient, and one of my favorites, is CDP choline. CDP choline is a form of choline. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. That's very important for its effectiveness, and it basically supports the neurotransmitters in our brain. Another ingredient is Rhodiola rosea, an adaptogen, which makes sure that you are more calm and has also synergetic effects as the uses of stacks, or a stack as we spoke about before. And then we also have NADH, coenzyme NADH, and the neurovitamins, the 3, the 5, and the 12. Those are also quite effective ingredients to support our brain, basically. The combination of caffeine and theanine, as we mentioned before as well, is also represented in the product Clear Focus, to give that sustained energy without a crash. And last but not least, we have bioperine in our product. Bioperine is a pepper extract, but it's trademarked, which means that there is individual scientific research about this specific ingredient itself. and actually make sure that all the ingredients that are active in capsule form in our product are absorbed optimally by the body. A lot of their gut health is not optimal. And if your gut health is not optimal, you only take up to less than 50% of the active ingredients that you consume by taking a capsule. To make sure you absorb all the active ingredients in the right way, we added bioperine, the trademark version of a sort of pepper extract, to say it quite simply, to make sure that you absorb all the active ingredients in a proper manner. Then in our mood formula, we have more products to support dopamine and serotonin in our brain, as well as adaptogens, which are more recommended for long-term usage as well, ashwagandha. But we also have some ingredients in the formula for more of an instant effect. Think about L-tryptophan, for example. But as well as valerian root extract, for example, vitamin D3, which is quite a pivotal ingredient, which you need to have in your body to support a general feeling of well-being. And as well magnesium, some neurovitamins, B vitamins as well. And as well in the mood formula, we do have bioperine again, to make sure that we absorb all the ingredients in an effective manner. When people ask me what are your favorite products or ingredients that you take yourself on a daily basis, it's definitely the combination of those two, of the focus and the mood product that I take in the morning myself. And it does has a very positive impact in my day-to-day activities. Of course, sometimes work or life is demanding, and I'm very happy to take nootropics myself to support myself and to also perform in an optimal way on days that you don't feel like functioning in an optimal way, because those days do exist for everybody. So if you have more questions, feel free to reach out. We really believe in the concept of giving support. You can send an email to info@mindscopic.com. There are bioengineers, dietitians, doctors who work with our company and are happy to support you from further information, as well as scientific background, scientific articles on which the products are based or ingredients are based. Download the Nootropic Guide to learn more about 100 different nootropics, and definitely make up your mind for yourself what works for you, what doesn't work for you. But we are definitely very willing to support you in your journey for optimal well-being. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see each other soon again. Thank you.